The beautiful faculties human beings has got is their emotions.
Emotional mastery.
Yeah.
Can anybody master this?
They can master, and it is so much of need of the hour today. And a lot of fulfilled people, what they have done is they first followed their passion, and the in between they created their purpose. Like Mr. Narayan Murthy and Sudha Murthy Garu, you can see that when people will channelize, they can really channelize their emotions for the higher direction. Because anyone and everybody, if they want to achieve in life, EQ has to be more than IQ.
Good evening, Madhurima. It is such a pleasure to have you here. I have been really looking forward for this session because I personally have a lot of questions to understand, and I am really amazed with a lot of work what you're doing through so many years and impacting so many lives. It's a real great job what you're doing, and I am here with so many questions today for you. Hope you're prepared for it.
Yeah, Pratima, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
And how is your day going on, and how what keeps you usually busy, and how do you actually occupy your day?
Yeah, it's all my passion and purpose, Pratima, as you know, all the time. So it is, first thing is I keep doing a lot of counseling sessions for individual B2C it is. And after that is a coaching sessions, intensive coaching sessions. After that is a corporate sessions.
Okay.
Corporate offer, like we offer online and offline programs for them.
Hmm.
So which is customized packages we do. Like one can be need of mental health need of the hour, and other things can be emotional mastery, emotional intelligence programs. And it will be customized programs we do
So
for
these are
1 hour,
all
3 hours
multiple things which
programs.
keeps you busy.
Exactly.
Okay. So now to understand better, what exactly the mental health means in the real world?
Excellent question. I always tell to my friends, relatives, and associates that you don't need to be broken to seek for help, because mental health is a universal human right. And so I always tell that it is not only for the broken, therapies are not for the broken, but for the brave too.
So for a better understanding, can you break this down for us so that we understand? Maybe most of the time people think that this is very normal, and then they keep leading this stressful life. How does one understand?
Actually, first and foremost, stress means anything, it can be wear and tear, can cause anyone stress. That means different stress to you, and different stress can be for me, and different stress for others. It can be various reasons. First, the body will get a lot of symptoms and cues to ourselves, and it gives a lot of signals. For example, some people feel very lazy and lethargic. Some people feels very low in energy levels and low and depression, anxiety. And some people feel terribly lonely, and some people feel a lot of all the time inside some crushed sort of feeling, like they feel all the time tears, and they feel like crying sometimes without
Hmm.
any reason, they
True.
feel like crying. And a lot of palpitation can be seen, the breathing pattern will change.
Hmm.
And sometimes they postpone a lot, they keep on seeing themselves that they don't complete the work on the
Maybe they
same
think
day.
this is normal.
Yeah, and they postpone the works, and they no more see any interest in the work which they do.
I think this is because most of the time people get confused between their passion, purpose, and burnout.
Exactly, because passion is what they love so much, what the work what they really like so much, this is called passion. So a lot of people get confused on this, and the
Absolutely.
purpose is that what they are doing and associating with the passion sometimes are
Mhm.
not really also. And the passion is what they are doing out of that to the society, contributing to the
Mm, mm.
society for a bigger goal, bigger purpose.
Which gives them immense satisfaction
Exactly,
as well.
exactly. So, a lot of people, there are all the time three types of people. Some people are all the time confused to
Mm.
take up anything, they're
So
all the
true.
time confused and not knowing what to do. And some people are all the time, they feel they don't know what they want to do actually. They
Mm.
want to do, but they don't know what they wanted in life. And after that, this a third category people are, they know everything sort. They really feel that I
So
know
true.
everything.
Mm.
If you ask any question, they say that I know this. I know this also. Like that, they will keep telling.
But still they are
But
confused.
yeah, but they don't know what to do at the right time and the right direction. So all these three category people need right time at the right direction with the right coaching, also right professional to guide them.
Yeah, makes sense because
Yes.
otherwise, in that confusion, they really prolong it for such a long time and
Yeah,
good opportunities just flow by. And
exactly.
then they won't be able to make most of it, and
Exactly.
then they lead a.
So we suggest them to definitely meet the right professions at the right time to take the career guidance.
Yeah, that's another thing, they get misguided,
Exactly.
misled, and which
So
also.
that they can identify their passion and they don't waste more time on that, and then they can do the right things at the right time. like Mr. Narayan Murthy and Sudha Murthy Garu, you can see that they have really identified their passion and they were giving a lot of time for that. And in the meanwhile, they identified their purpose and they were
So
contributing
true.
so much to the society in that.
Such a bigger impact.
Yeah,
Such a
so much. And they were doing even 15 hours in a day, they were working back to back. But still, they were so much happy doing that work.
You
And
always see them in that
yeah,
joyous mood, and then
so
they
much
are
of happy doing that work and all the time, and Sudha Murthy garu following him on that work, same work, and contributing to their foundation to the world also. So much they are doing, and they really made it very pride in that. So this is what the passion into the purpose. And some
absolutely.
people need not be like some people while they are doing it, need not be their purpose to identify first. And a lot of fulfilled people, what they have done is they first followed their passion, and the in between they created their purpose.
They added meaning to the whole
Exactly.
thing.
They added meaning to their lives.
Now I understand. So
Yeah.
that's why when some people are like overly stressed, that means it's a
Yes.
clear indication somewhere there is a gap between their passion and the purpose.
Exactly.
So they start feeling the pressure. And
Exactly.
thank you so much for really uh, giving us that insightful, information. Otherwise, we are always confused here. So, moving forward, I would also like to understand, Madhurima. It's a very commonly, understood. Everybody thinks emotional mastery.
Yeah.
Can anybody master this?
Definitely, they can master, and it is so much of need of the hour today.
Is it?
Because anyone and everybody, if they want to achieve in life, EQ has to be more than IQ. If
Mm,
IQ we have, we only get marks or only ranks in the no in
mm,
the academics and all. But
mm.
EQ we have means we can really scale up in our relationships also and in life also.
Like how?
And because we can do very well with EQ, emotional mastery. The beautiful faculties human beings has got is their emotions.
True.
It's a
I agree.
beautiful faculty.
I agree.
And in that, we have even negative emotions and positive emotions. We can channelize for the higher purpose
Mm,
and spit out in the negative things like
mm.
hating and disrespecting, abusing, insulting, and the jealousies and gossiping, all these things.
And if you channelize, it becomes like more.
When people will channelize, they can really channelize their emotions for the higher direction and they can achieve a lot of things
So
with
those are the
that.
people we see them more
More
balanced and
balance and
more controlled
more
in their
control, more
emotions.
achieving sort. They will, you can see them achieving day by day. And they are the people who can manage their relationships very well too.
And even the bigger challenges what
Yeah.
comes into their life.
In even
They,
entrepreneurship and everywhere also, they will really do very well.
so how does this happen? Do you have any offer for such people who really want to? Maybe they are knowing that they are
Mm.
aggressive and they're not happy with their own self. So do you offer any services or
Yes.
anybody can approach you on this?
Yes,
So how
yes.
does that go about?
So we have emotional mastery workshop,
Mhm.
and also we have even NLP personality assessment where they can understand their own EQ levels, and we have a package for that also. So we offer these beautiful, amazing customized services.
Thank you so much. I think so. This gives a lot of people who really don't know.
Yeah.
They just pass by. Now they know they can approach you on this
Yes.
and then take it up. So that was very informative. I really could understand the difference between emotional suppression and the emotional strength.
Yes, we have two things in that, like acceptance is equal to positive emotion and non-acceptance is equal to negative emotion. When we accept, we take control of the situation to deal with it. When we don't accept, what happens is
Mm,
we'll be in the situation control, and
mm,
that will take the control of our situation.
I
So
agree.
there we always suffer. And many people who has a purpose need not see like the passion they are following, but I have seen a lot of fulfilled people and who are dealing with their life so beautifully, followed their passion, and at the end they are fulfilling so much on their purpose, and they are really creating their lives in the purposeful way.
Adding value to a
Yeah,
lot of.
adding value to it.
So now I come to a very vital question, Madhurima, which many are actually worried about also. When especially when you get this suicidal thoughts, so do you have a magic wand like question which actually saves lives?
Yes, there is.
How does one even understand and introspect when they go through that emotion?
Actually, death should never be suicidal for anybody in this world. And actually people who gets the suicidal thoughts and how they go through for weeks together, they go to this phase. The state of mind will be that They feel so low with themselves and they feel so much of deprived of their own self love. They get this state of mind that nobody feels love for them and nobody loves them, and they start telling other people that I don't have any interest in doing anything and I don't feel like doing anything, and all these things they keep giving a lot of signals to other people.
So, is there some alarming signs which, as a parent or as a sibling or as a partner, one can actually see this? Or because is this because people are normalizing when
Yes,
somebody says, "I'm not feeling too good." So, how does
yes.
one get catch this
Yeah, people who
alarm?
know them before, like before when they saw them with a high energy, doing very good, everything in that,
True.
they will closely observe, like a spouse can observe, or brother, siblings, and father, mother, all these close people or close friend also. So when they are going through this low phase of them and the suicidal feelings time and all, they get these negative thoughts all the time. Firstly, they all the time talk negatively. So
Mm-hmm.
as if they don't like anything in this world and like anything about them,
Mm-hmm.
so they all the time, 90% they talk negative. First sign is that. And they don't see anything good about themselves or in the environment what they are going through. And they tell withdrawn symptoms all the time. I feel very low, very dull, very depressed sort of feeling. And they start crying all the time.
True.
They without no
They break
anything,
down very frequently for even
they
the
cry.
smallest.
Yes, they cry that time. And that particular time, others, what I wanted all the time, people should be like, don't judge them. First thing is don't judge,
Hmm.
and give your heart and ears to listen to them, what they wanted to talk to you, what they want to share with you, and after that reach to the professional help.
So how does one even take this approach? Because many people, when they usually, because I strongly come across such confront, so they feel they might be ridiculed, they might be looked low upon, so they kind of suppress. That is one
Yeah,
of the reasons. So how can one encourage somebody to even open up?
you just need to sit with them and don't judge and don't put them into a lot of questions firstly. In that phase, they don't like too many questions to be asked with them, and they just want somebody who can empathize them and listen to them what they speak.
So let's say if somebody is not at par, because not like, let's say if
Hmm.
a mother who has got a very low IQ, and they, the previous generations, they are, so tough. They've seen it all. So when
Yeah.
such things used to happen, never people were that sensitive who couldn't handle. But
Yes.
now the generation gap, now what we are seeing is, people are not able to handle such emotional trauma,
That is
right?
the reason why a lot of reasons for the suicidal attempts also and happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes that sensitivity is also already they are in that low phase of that. Their mind is going through a lot of suicidal thoughts in that, and they no more have any love for themselves. And that particular time, any small instant happening for them. So somebody closer people telling them anything. It can be any relationship. It can be husband, wife, or mother, father, sister, close friend, any instant, or in the dating time or the lover or anybody telling them anything, they'll take it very seriously that time.
So what is your suggestion? How does, like, in a family of anybody?
So
So how
when,
does that one even tell them that you need a help, or
yeah,
you need to we will.
rather than telling them also that you need a help, rather than they can tell them that let us go, or like, or they can be definitely brought together along with them, let us go together, or they can also accompany them and bring to the professional help,
So that's
seek
the
professional
approach.
help. Yeah,
That's the approach
that's
one can
approach,
actually take.
accompanying them together because they cannot come on their own in that state.
Hmm.
On their own they cannot come because already the face will
They
be
are in
on
the
the burnout
vulnerable
stage
stage.
sort. Yeah, so they need professional help, and also they need to be accompanied by people like
Okay,
that.
because there is this taboo in the
Yes,
society where people think telling that I'm feeling very low, I don't want to I want to end my life, and they
yes,
think they are they this is not
yes,
a very appropriate thing to say, because they have a very strong personality for the
yes,
people.
yes.
They have a very bold approach, and then when they say such things, they're very hesitant, so they hold on to.
And these all things will not happen overnight. It's not just one day before it will happen. It will happen for a week time or 10 days time. That low phase will continue like that.
Hmm.
So that particular time is a people who has to notice all the things, and they need to take a quick step on that
So there's something fatal
because
can.
life is very precious.
Absolutely.
And as I told, death should never be suicidal for anybody. For that reason, value life and you need to value the professional advice, and also seek the guidance.
So true, because that can be a very misguiding fact
Yeah.
also. If like somebody says,
Yes.
uh,
Like, for example, we get a toothache or dental issue. We definitely seek immediately to the dental care, right?
makes
The
sense.
same way, we need to approach for that also for the professionals.
Hmm. I think so. This is where many people are actually make overlook things. Like they think speaking to somebody elder or
Hmm.
somebody who has previously gone through something
Yeah.
like this and then taken advice. This is what they say. They take them to family and friends, some elders, some
Yes.
grandparents, or some elder sibling. They can advise you, and I think so. That is not the appropriate. I don't
No,
say
these all
appropriate.
things to one level it is okay, but after that it is not a professionally. Actually, that is all for one level. In the it is okay to discuss with them, but after that it is all about the professionalism. It is all about the expert opinion and expert guidance which matters.
Okay,
After that,
so to get this sorted for life, you mean to say there is a
yes, there
methodology.
is a way and on the handling the things. Actually, there are tools and techniques. There is a way to handle that.
Mm, that can
Yeah.
be a way which will give them
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
clarity in their thought
Yes.
process.
A lot of people does not know the difference between psychology and psychiatry also.
So true.
Yeah.
So how does one actually whom to
Yes.
approach? What is
Yeah,
the
they need both. Like in that stage of the burnout stage, the suicidal thoughts and the burnout stage when they are going through, they need both. Actually, they need even psychiatrist help and also psychologist help.
medication?
Yeah. First step is they need to meet a psychologist. And when it is too serious, and a psychologist only will guide them to psychiatrist immediately.
Acha.
And through that guidance, immediately they need to also meet for the medication to the
So
psychiatrist.
that's the next step which can be
Yes.
guided from you all.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. So that is so alarming. I really wish like people like, we have really lost some real good celebrities and artists, very talented people
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Sushant Singh Rajput, and then we have recently the artist Chandu. Probably some signs, if their close
Yes, yes.
family or somebody very close to them would have observed, their lives could have been saved.
Exactly. Like Sushant Singh Rajput, if you observed, no, he was taking medication for long for bipolar with a psychiatrist too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have seen in the recent time of that, your 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days before his death, he was also day in, day out sleeping for long hours during daytime. And with the medication he was having and the negative thoughts he was going through, a lot of things it was coming on the scrolling on that television when we are seeing him. And when he is giving a lot of things, when he is such a successful actor in a lot of movies, and he
Mm-hmm.
was a sports person, lot of he has so many interests
Active
and
lifestyle.
hobbies, so many beautiful celebrity sort of things he has, and he's an extrovert if you have seen too. And such a things he had, and from where to where he made his name and fame, everything too. But he was going through day in day out with the medical and having antipsychosis for long duration of bipolar disorder he was going through that time. And he was giving lot of signs of depression and anxiety he was going through. And no, he would have understood on what his body was saying, and or the nearest closest people too in that. So before committing suicide. And CCD founder also Siddharth too, if he was giving lot of signals, if we are observed closely, the closest people can observe that signals.
Signals like.
Signals like he was talking a lot of times on dull and depressed, where he would have not spoken before, and giving a lot of negative things on
Mm-hmm.
how dull he was and how he was exhausted with the life, and
Mm-hmm.
negative things how it was. If you heard his speeches before, he wanted to build so much of umpire with the CCD.
True.
So coffee day, he wanted to build so much. He was telling about, so I think 1 year before the speech, he was talking like that. So he was talking very negative on a lot of things. If you
Mm.
see the 3 4 days before videos on his talks,
Mm.
he was telling too many things about negative,
But such things went unnoticed.
unnoticed. We don't really concentrate on that. Public may not concentrate, but the closest people
People
can
can observe
concentrate.
why such
And
a
Uday Kiran
change.
also, he was not showing to come out with the spouse. He was telling, no, you only go, I will not come. You only go out for dinner.
So
You only
those
go
should
out to
not be
temple.
ignored.
Yeah, temple also always used to go with his wife, it seems, before. But even the day before or the 2 days before, he said that I will not come. You only go. And I'm not interested. And he is closing himself in the dark room every time.
Mm.
2 days
these are
before, he
not
was all the
normal.
time closing himself in the dark room. And Chendu recently, his girlfriend Pavitra died, in the accident. When he was committing suicide in the hospital, he told so much. I can't live without Pavitra. I can't imagine my life without her. And because they traveled the journey with the serials and a lot of things doing, and immediately in front of him only she was no more, and with the accident,
He
so he
couldn't.
was giving a lot of signs, and the doctor, in front of doctors, he was telling, in front of a lot of people, he is shouting and telling in depression, the signs of depression. So he is giving a lot of signs, actually. He is giving a lot of signals to all of us.
And but then we think this is very normal
Yeah,
in such
very
situation,
normal, we think so. But
right?
suddenly, he was telling to his friend also that I don't want to live in this world.
Mm.
Just before killing himself, he's committing suicide. That time also he told that I don't want to now, without her and all. And every time bluntly he's telling all the things. And some people will have the habit of writing in the journal and all.
Mhm.
So many things writing in journal also is a signal.
So we shouldn't ignore such things.
Yeah.
May not
Mainly
everybody.
closest people nearby to them, they can observe that.
Mm.
No, closest people these days can be the closest friends only, we can tell. Because these days, as no, a lot of people staying alone, or you can see now.
True. True.
They're just staying one
Yeah,
single
we have such
singles.
hectic
Yeah.
lives, and then nobody is
Yes,
closely observing
exactly now.
somebody, and you are away from your family most of the time.
Exactly.
The parents are somewhere, and then
Exactly.
this is a very
Mainly
difficult
in the
thing.
case of Sushant Singh Rajput also.
Mm-hmm.
So he was staying alone that time when he
True,
committed
true.
suicide. So myth it
Yeah, so
is.
this is a very
It is like a
difficult
mystery and myth
proposition.
that we don't know the real truths of him
Mm.
on that.
It's a difficult proposition. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, but overall, anyway, I always tell that death should never be suicidal for anybody or anyone.
absolutely. We live
Yes.
once, so it's better to have a
Yes.
fulfilling life. So, one of the important things what we commonly see nowadays, Madhurima, is that the relationships, the trauma of what they have gone through in their childhood is really impacting the relationships in what they are getting into. Either they are hesitant to get into, or if they want to get in, they come out of it. So, I want to understand, does the unsolved issue in their childhood is the reason for them to not able to go forward in their life? Are they carrying that baggage?
Actually, what happens is that we have mind as conscious, unconscious, and subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So, children usually see their parents, how they are. And it goes like this: what they see with their eyes, and what they hear, and what they feel during the childhood time. So, 1 to 5 years of the kids are exactly what the parents will give them, what they feel around their environment around with the parents. So, they carry that only throughout life.
Mm.
So now today's kids are seeing a lot of conflicts during the childhood time where the parents are going through. So if the marriage is like that with the parents, they're carrying a lot of things. Like today's kids are, a lot of people come to us and they express their no abuse during childhood time. They're going through the physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse,
Mm.
and sexual abuse. It is happening for both men and women. And these are the people who are facing a lot of difficulties in marriage.
Mm.
So these are the
It's
people who
impacted.
are really, really telling that they have no interest for the marriage. And if they are getting married also, they are facing a lot of difficulties. Whether it is sex, it is sexual life, they are feeling a lot of difficulties in that, or they are really having a lot of difficulties in marital life.
So, how does one go about coming over that?
Yeah, we have in this pre-marital counseling we offer, and
Mm-hmm.
also relationship marital counseling we have, even emotional issues marital counseling, even guilt related marital counseling also we have, and therapies related that we have it.
So, how does one even introspect and understand that what exactly are they going through?
So we empathize on a lot of things, and also we have on the healing process for that, because they cannot carry all through the baggage of the guilt, because guilt is a huge negative emotion, and we are human beings are the patterns, and it keeps on repeating, because our mind is a pattern we have, and something happens subconsciously,
Mm.
because 1/7 is a subconscious mind, and subconscious mind, what you have all the time, it keeps repeating without your knowledge. In the subconscious mind, if you have the guilt of some abuse, and the present also, you carry that same thing now.
So you kind of have a biased opinion about something,
Yes.
and
So we
then
will make them to come out of that guilt, and we'll make
how
them to
do you do that?
understand
How do
that.
you do that? How does one even introspect what they're going through? What
Yeah.
is the
We
methodology?
have self mastery and also personality assessment package we have, and so that people will understand their own personality type and what they are, and also think they will have the personality assessment.
So I think so that helps them, because we are very hesitant to even take that outer external
Yes.
advice from people
Yes.
suggesting, okay, you are going through that. I
Yes.
think so this assessment helps them
Yes.
and get clarified by themselves. Is it
Exactly.
a over a period it happens? How
Yes,
does?
it is a package we design for them, exclusively customized for them,
Mhm.
basing on their needs and about their personality. So it is for 1 month duration and 2 months duration and 3 months duration. It is a package we design for them.
So, what is the, how do they feel, or what is their pattern once they come out of it?
It's a huge transformation they'll see, and a lot of people have approached and they thanked us like anything. They
I'm
see
sure.
huge transformation after that.
So that small roadblock, which is actually
Yeah,
blocking
because
the
it's about
energy.
their own personality and it's about them only. It is about self mastery, about them only, everything
Mhm,
about.
mhm. I'm sure they will unleash they realize their
Yes,
potential and all that
yes,
stuff. So unnecessarily that energy was getting blocked,
exactly,
and
exactly.
they were just pulling themselves back.
Yes.
Okay.
So, for example, we have one client, actually, the client approach, and now this client has really gone through a lot of negativity during her childhood time, and she has seen closely suicidal happening in her family, and a lot
Mhm.
of people got disturbed in
What
their
age that might
so
be?
it was when she was in seventh standard, like that, and
Oh.
very tender age, and what she has closely seen somebody
Mm,
so committing suicide in the family, and also she has seen a lot of people getting divorced,
mm,
and that she got really negative about marriage system. So then she feels that she asked a lot of questions. I really got overwhelmed that time. So by knowing that, what, how come she will ask so many questions about marriage, about system of the marriage in Indian system. She says that why should I get married because I'm born in India? Should I be really pressurized so much to get married? Is what she was asking me so many questions
mhm,
related to that. So that I was listening to her so much about it. And
mm,
then known on that so much physical abuse and mental abuse on sexual, so many things she was telling, narrating on that happened around.
mm,
So happened around, and she was carrying all the baggage of the guilt, what she has seen in her childhood time, around to her family members, everyone. And after that was no, then we have offered her about the premarital counseling. So
that
because
helped.
yeah, that helped so much to her to understand how valuable marriage is, and
Mm,
how beautiful it is for the companionship and matrimony relationship, and how beautiful it is for
so nice.
together about the friendship relation.
I'm
And
sure the
after
family
that,
must have been.
yeah, and she got married and she found her
Oh, she
soulmate.
married also.
Yeah, she got her soulmate companion after that. And
Hmm.
exactly how she wanted, she got it. And her family thanked us like anything. And they felt so happy after that.
It is so simple, no?
Yeah.
So one has to, take this approach, and
Mm.
it's like anything.
Yes.
As you suggested, rightly suggested, if you have a toothache, you go to a right
Exactly
professional
to the two.
instead of just
Dental.
keep bearing the
Exactly.
pain. It's not worth it. Your life, you're just going through that. So this is really very, insightful. Thanks for sharing such valuable insights,
Thank
Madhurima.
you.
Thank you very much. Being an entrepreneur myself, I see, of course, this is a very challenging journey, and being a mentor to a lot of entrepreneurs, I see that they are always the moment they confront any emotional challenge, they lose their balance. They have secondary thoughts. Either they want to close the whatever they have started and go back to what earlier, like many of them, they change their careers, from employment to start their startup journey or start up their businesses. But then again, they have second thoughts on it, and they get so emotionally disturbed, and they go into a lot of losses, of course, because of not well planned. So how does one even balance and confront, Madhurima?
First and foremost, I being an entrepreneur, apart from my core
So true.
work,
Mm.
being psychologist and life coach and human behavior sciences into work, and I see life as a game, and same as entrepreneurship
How
also.
beautiful, huh?
So because I come from a sports background, so I
Mm.
definitely see life as a game. So entrepreneurship is closely connected like a game. So
So
because
true.
some days we see no problems coming up, and some days it is winning.
Yeah.
So an entrepreneur has to see it like a game only. to win that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they should not get shaken with the problems anytime coming, challenges coming up. And they should have really mental health very strong, and
Mm.
emotional and also psychological health
Mm.
very strong. And that's why EQ has to be more than IQ, I always said. They should have their EQ very strong. And they have
Strong
to build
spirited.
that. They have
Mm.
to really grow their EQ.
Mm.
And when they have launched their company, they must have had some why reason. And they should always understand their why reason every day at least. They should give some time to understand their why reason. Why did I launch my company? Why did I set up my business? For what reason? Because when they get problems, they'll forget that why reason and they
Very
don't
true. I
remember
agree.
that. So
Yes.
they should always understand their why reason. Why did they set up that company? So when they think this way, they don't give up on that and they
These
don't go
challenges
up.
overtake that.
Exactly. And
Mm.
so is what the game.
Mm.
So when we play the game, we always think to win the game, no? We don't
Mm.
give up in between. We
Mm.
wanted to continue the game to win.
Mm.
So is the journey, is the game is. So you need to take entrepreneur journey like that. And also many are not aware what is the entrepreneur journey. It's not a quick sort of like instant coffee like anything. It
Abs-
take the
it-
process to happen.
yes.
And also it is all the time, it is a systems to be on time. And we need to build the system stronger and we need to know the strategies what all to be
That's the big
used.
lack.
Exactly. First, that need to be understood. What are the system to be set? What are the strategies to be used for the entrepreneurship? It's not like an employee where we will use a lot of things and where we go to the employment from morning 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we earn money, lot of things like that. And entrepreneurship, we need to do it our own
And we
selves.
take it back home as well.
Yeah, and it's a journey. Like a child to come out, it takes 9 months' time.
Mhm.
Same is what the process of entrepreneurship also.
True.
It takes time to build. Maybe it takes 2 years to 5 years time to build the no entrepreneur setup.
Correct.
So systems to be on time and also on place to have that, and teams to be on place and teams to be built very strong. And you need to have the hiring system very strong. You need to know how to hire and how to fire also. A lot of people don't fire the wrong people. They keep
They
them
keep
as and that spread.
and they keep bearing building upon
Exactly,
that stress,
exactly
having the
on that.
wrong
That
people in the
spreads the
wrong place.
negativity too. So
Hmm.
they need to know how to fire and how to hire also. And they need to build the teams very strong.
And most of the time, the CEOs or the founders, they end
Exactly.
up doing all the works.
Exactly. One person doing everything and they call themselves as a business owner and they feel that no, they are not doing well. That's why I'm doing. And they end up exhausting every time. And uh,
And that's where
and
the
it should be
stress.
the system strong and team strong and the everything together has to be
So,
strong.
is there a way that the founders or the CEOs can actually come into certain framework so that they can balance this
Yeah, we
emotional?
do offer the CEO signature program
Amazing.
exclusively for the CEO's business mastery program, where we cover the 7 dimensions of life, where
Hmm.
it is so important for them to have the mental health, emotional health, and also how to scale up their business with the why reason of them. And who attended this and experienced this program has really 20x, they have really improved in their businesses.
So, how frequently you do this, or
This
how
is a
does?
even customized one, even we handhold them also after the program too,
Okay. So you
like
mean to
that.
say there is a format which one can
Yes,
actually go when you
yes,
say
yes.
handhold? So there's a format one has
Yeah.
to follow?
We even visit to their places also. We see that what is happening and how they are implementing after the program too.
Hmm. So this is a very good tool actually because
Yeah.
now since we see
Yes.
India is building on so many entrepreneurs, they should have this kind of
Exactly. Yeah.
programs or platforms where actually one can become emotionally strong. Because
Yes.
as we know, it is not a small journey; it's a long journey, as you rightly put it. 3 to
Yes.
5 years is one has to see the actual result.
Exactly.
Mm, fine. So this is amazing to really actually understand because many people are not even aware. They keep fighting it out. They get drained out, stressed out, burnt out, and balancing can happen through your programs, and balancing can happen attending certain sessions. That's a good, solution, I should say, instead of whatever the effort they have put in for 3 years, 5 years, and instead of just shutting shop and going back and restarting again. I think so if there is a solutions like this, that is a very good way to come over it. Yeah.
Yes.
So now they know where to reach out.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, Madhurima, that was very insightful to understand that you're doing such amazing work, and most of the challenges you have a solution. You have so many programs laid out where one can actually go through and really confront all the challenges which they are unnecessarily facing. Now, having said this, I want to understand. There's a common, very frequently asked questions like, what is one feeling which most of the people, even today, hesitant to express?
There's a taboo I see in most often in a lot of people's lives is that they only discuss among themselves in their families or they share with their friends only. And they
Absolutely.
don't seek to the professional help to the
So
professionals
true.
at the right time. And we see this Padma Bhushan awardee, Dr. Shanta Biotech chairperson, Dr. Varaprasad
Varaprasad.
Reddy Garu.
Mm.
So saying so much that anybody, everybody needs counseling at any time at point of time,
Yeah,
how
at some
much you are
point of
into music listening to or whatever you do, but still you need counseling sessions with the right professional. So he suggests all the time to as our one of the high end client, and he has experienced our training programs and also some of the services he has taken, and he told publicly that anybody needs counseling session and they have to only seek the professional
professional help.
guidance.
Makes sense because that is such a sensitive area of your life.
Yes.
Taking a professional helps makes absolute sense. Well, can you share what is your favorite quote or a book which has actually inspired you, Madhurima,
Yeah.
to take up the
So
profession?
my favorite books are I have read all the books of Swami Vivekananda,
Mm.
and I have read most and more book of Mahatreya and unposted letter of Mahatreya. These are my most favorite books. And after that is Swami Vivekananda's my most favorite quote is work is worship, and the discipline on that. These two.
Yeah, and it is not only that the quote, you really are living by it. Work
Yes.
is worship for you. I really see the kind of hours what you put into and all that. And what is one tip if you can give to the listeners who want to make this as a lifestyle, so that the emotional intelligence, as you rightly said, it is not done overnight. It has to be built upon.
Yes.
So, is there a golden tip what you can give to the
So,
audience?
emotional intelligence and emotional mastery you can build by every single day start doing affirmations and
Mhm.
start doing visualization activities. And at the end of the day, every single day, start introspecting yourself. Give yourself 10 minutes time and
Mhm.
start introspecting how was your day,
You mean
morning
by
to night.
writing it or
Yeah, just
something?
imagine yourself morning to night what all you have done,
Mm.
what all good happened, what all bad happened.
Okay.
Start introspecting yourself,
Mm.
so you will understand that what all good happened, what all bad happened also,
Mm.
and what all bad happened, just understand why it happened and let go that, and what all good happened, pat yourself every day and move ahead.
Self love?
So yeah, and all after that is start having lot of self love and appreciate yourself so much and have lot of abundance of self love and express gratitude every day. These few things, if you can practice every day as a daily practices, you see so much of abundance happening in your own life.
Simple things takes a long
Yes,
way.
life is actually very simple. We make it lot of complicated.
Absolutely. I agree to you on this point.
And affirmations, you need to do it in front of the mirror. Like if you see many celebrities, including Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar,
Yeah,
many
I
people
have
they'll
heard that.
say that in front of the mirror I spend a lot of time.
Mm.
And Shah Rukh Khan always says that I go in front of the mirror, I practice, I keep telling this. Because any achiever, even including Dhoni, also MS Dhoni, also he will say some things on before going to the match in front of the mirror. There is a science to that. When
Mhm.
you see affirmation and tell that non-verbally, verbally, it attracts what you want exactly. Like, for example, I want to tell that I'm happy.
Mm.
It should resonate to what you're telling. Like when you're telling like a robo, like sitting like this and telling like I'm happy, it doesn't resonate. When you're telling in front of the mirror, seeing your own eyes to eyes and connecting the heart to heart and telling, I am happy. That I
So there
am
is a
has a very
process for
powerful,
the affirmation.
exactly. I am is a very powerful word, and you're telling in front of the mirror, seeing yourself, and you will see that and you are happy you're telling, and it will resonate to you and it will connect to your heart to heart and eye to eye. That's a
With
science for
this,
it.
I really thank you from bottom of my heart. You have really shared a lot of valuable insights, and it was a lot of eye opening for me that some small things which we overlook, and I see that you have solutions for it. Thank you so much for being with us, Madhurima, today here.
Thank you so much
Uh,
for this great opportunity and amazing opportunity for making me share all the things. Thank you,
Thank
Pratibha,
you
so
once
much.
again. And all our audience, they really know where to come and contact you and meet you. So, all the details will be shared to them so that they can immediately get in touch with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.